Now, I don't know how many of you were excited that these released. When they got announced, I got excited like a kid in junior high again because I always wanted this colorway. It's the first colorway. Because, for those of you who didn't know, I'm a Jordan 12 through 14 guy. That was 7th, 8th, and 9th grade for me. That was peak Jordan signature sneakers for me. And today, we're taking a look at the re-released Black Toe 14s. I'm excited. Let's kick it. So true to the original retro box, got it in my true size 8.5 white, varsity red, and black. This is the same box that my Jordan Team 1s came in way back in the day. I still have that box. It's got some sports cards that are in cases. The more valuable cards I have from the past, they're in that box. I still have my original Jordan Team 1 box. Again, it's this box, and man, these are true to form to the original from what I remember. I never liked that re-release where they had the perforated panels on the side because it just wasn't true to the original, but here we have it. Wax paper, nothing special. They didn't, change anything in particular. No special paper for it. Oh my, look at these. Here we have it. Beautiful. And I've always found it interesting that the midsole's got this pearlescence to it. I've always wondered why they did that. But let's do the usual. Let's start on the bottom. Herringbone traction. Have the red pivot point with the 14. You have this plastic TPU shank going around in this metallic silver color. Red Jumpman. You've got the foam exposed here in the heel. As we move up to the lateral side, you have those tumbled leather panels because they had a release in the, was it the 08 release or something like that, around that time frame, where it was the lined and perforated panel, kind of like the Candy Cane Reds, which I do have the re-release of those from 2019. But this is what they always looked like in the past. Like, this is 9th grade to me. Yeah, a bunch of people had these. I'm the look at your shoes first guy. I've been like that my entire life. And it's because of this brand as to why I always look at your shoes first. Can't help it. So we have this, seems like a nice nubuck. Not quite a felt, but it feels like nubuck. And not Durabuck either. It feels more like actual nubuck, like similar to the 2012 nubuck 12s. 2002 nubuck 12s that I used to have. It feels similar to that. I could be wrong. But here we have the embroidered red Jumpman on the toe. As we come around, we got these teeth for the foam carrier coming up in that pearlescent white. You have the white foam midsole right here. It is a Phylon midsole. More Phylon here, just painted in that pearlescence. As we come up, you got the Ferrari Jumpman 14 logo that I don't know why some people have never liked that logo. I always have. Here you have a smoother, feels like synthetic. Let's look at the grain. Looks like it's actual leather, but I mean, it's still not a premium product. This isn't soft and buttery type of stuff like the original release was. Tire tread on the rear type of thing was what they were going for a performance tire with the Jumpman logo and the 23 in the rear. Rubber does come up in the back. As we come around the medial side, more of that tumbled leather. We have the smooth leather as well. This is supposed to resemble like the taillight on the Ferrari from what I remember. Lacing system's nothing special. It's a speed lacing system. And this is a little different. I don't know if this is truer to the original, the way these are, because it's a harder plastic. I want to say, do I have any of the ones that have the soft? No. In the past, I've had ones, I don't remember which colorway, that had the softer part on the tongue. It's 14 on the rear. Laces have the metal tips, just like the OGs. So that's cool, with the Jumpman on it. And these are super comfortable. If you've never owned some 14s, they have very large zoom bags in them. Like, it really presses your foot up, the one in the forefoot. At least it does that to me. Let's unlace these bad boys a little bit. Okay, Loosen that up and we'll get this insole out. It's probably Dream Cell. I doubt, even though it's an original colorway, they probably didn't give us polyurethane. They did not, and oh, that's close to the original. I forgot the original is not a standard insole. It's got the little crash pads. Forgot about that. So this is foam, and this feels more like polyurethane. The black section feels like polyurethane. Is it full polyurethane? I don't know. Doesn't seem squishy like Dream Cell, but these are foam pads, these crash pads. And you have the Jumpman on the sock liner. Yeah, I forgot it was a different insole. And then, I don't know if you ever see, yeah, oh yeah, it's sticking up. I can see it. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up. You can see the indention right there where it humps up to go into that zoom bag. Zoom bag literally right underfoot. Oh yeah. And then you won't be able to see the one in the forefoot. They used to be articulated. Now it's just like a split bag. I think it's like in two sections, if I remember. A larger section, smaller section. It's not like the old school articulated zoom. Oh, there it is. Gigantic zoom bag in the forefoot. Man, these are super, super comfortable. And you can actually see through the vent. So I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. There, yeah, it will. You see right there, that's the only ventilation. You got it on both sides. I don't know how well. No, well, just the one side. I'm sorry, not both sides, but it's just right here. That's the only ventilation in the whole shoe. The 90s weren't about ventilation. They were premium though. All the shoes were real leather back then, and the 90s were just better. Call it an old head thing. Any young fellas watching this, I don't care. I've lived through many generations of different materials. You remember the Hyperfuse era? In the late 2000s, early 2000 teens. Do y'all remember that? No, because y'all were little bitty kids, those of you that are young fellas right now. This is what a high-performance basketball shoe looked like. This was the Ferrari of sneakers back then. It was inspired by a Ferrari. It was the Ferrari of sneakers. That toe-down view was immaculate. I have not put these on feet yet. I can't wait. I've never worn this colorway before. I have 3 or 4 different colorways currently, not counting this, of the 14. I love the 14. Like I said, I'm a 12 through 14 guy. I've just never owned the black toe 14s. The last time they came around was in the 2000 teens. The toe box shape was a little different from what I remember. But I'm so happy. I had to buy these early. I got the Orchid 4s that, you know, shout outs to FedEx for messing that up. The delivery driver, you know how they do the picture to confirm it was delivered? Dude took a zoomed up picture of the box so you can't see that it's anywhere and didn't deliver it but marked it delivered. I'm going to bite my tongue right now. And then I also have black cement 3s that still waiting on those to ship. I ordered those the exact same hour that I ordered these from the same place. Fine Line 1721 or whatever's the name of the place. I saw Seth Fowler's video and I was like, oh, let me check them out. They were $3.50. I was like, that's better than with the goats shipping and all that. I was like, I'll give them a shot. Well, here's one of the 2 pairs I bought. We're still waiting on my black cement 3s. But the Orchid 4s were supposed to be the video that came out before these. They just shout outs to FedEx for that particular driver being terrible at his job and trying to pull a fast one. That's not going to end well for him. Calls have been made. Pictures have been discussed. All that good stuff. That's just be better. If you don't like your job, folks, just get a different job. Don't do a bad job. Get a different job if you don't like it. But with that said, I sure appreciate you guys checking these out. I'm super excited to get these on feet. I'm wearing some camo joggers that match the hoodie that I'm wearing, tough wraps and all that stuff. But I don't know how they're going to look with these camo joggers, but we're going to get them on feet. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you leave. I'll catch you on the next one.